Hello, everybody. So, before we begin, I just want to let you know this is an all signs reading. It's a general reading. It won't resonate with everybody. I'll go through all of the signs and see sort of where the person on your mind, where they're at, sort of like a fly on the wall with you, the relationship, the dynamic, you know. So, get somebody in your head. Hi, Effa. How are you, dear? Um, yes, and to the person who keeps putting the timestamps in on Queen of Swords, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Of course, we'll start off with a little Aries energy. Okay. Person on your mind. So yeah, again, the title says something along the lines of what are they going to do? Are they going to ever do anything? But of course, how I am. If you've been around for a while, and I'm just going to say whatever comes out. Also, I'm keeping, and I always keep these readings. They're lighthearted, right? They're general readings. Um, of course, my private readings, they're not, they're all very serious, but you catch my drift, right? Um, you know, again, general readings, lighthearted, a little laughter, never hurt anyone, okay? So don't be, I guess, overly critical. If you are, whatever, click off, whatever you got to do. And if you're triggered, please see a therapist. I am not one. Okay? All right. Catch my drift. Thank you. Yeah, Aries. Let's see. I think we will go ahead and use the animal spirit. I wasn't going to really this time around give them a little break, so to speak. But nah, we'll make them work. And also a soul's journey oracle card. At the end of all of this, if you do have a personal question you would like to ask, I will post that when the time comes for a little donation. Okay. And another thing, just one more thing. If you do want a private reading, you can book it at my website. Okay. Thank you for everybody who's here. Hi, Facebookers. And the pop-ups start right when I'm getting ready to read. Hey, Jess, how are you? Are you doing all right? Be ready, moderator, with the troll activity. Okay. Don't be afraid to put somebody in a timeout. Oh, right. You had moved this week. Well, I hope that's, almost done. There's nothing worse than moving, really. Well, actually, there is stuff that's worse, but you catch my drift, right? I feel like everybody's just taking everything so seriously. We have to laugh, put a lighthearted spin on things. We were not meant to be on this planet to be in emotional pain, crying, and, waiting around on people who are just never gonna show. Crystals, what have you been up to? I hope you've been better. Okay, these cards want to speak, so I'm going to shut up and let's go, Aries. Your person, the person on your mind. What's up with them? What are they going to do, if anything? Yeah, let's have some fun. Nick, hello. Imagination. imagination comes out for the soul's journey oracle. And what's this say? I embrace and nourish the creativity, the creative aspect of my mind. Oh, so maybe it's time to start doing a little daydreaming. That can be fun. That could be fun. You know, little visualization helps along the manifestation. Yeah. Call them in. Ask for your guides to talk to their guides, and you probably share a few, especially if it's a spiritual connection, which is what I read for typically. I've been charting this soulmate cycle for quite some time. The whale's energy wants to show up, and that is my card for soulmate dynamics. So straight away, I just feel like that your person on your mind is somebody that is an old soul, okay, and is somebody who has probably had several past lives with you as well. You know, they're emotionally deep. All right, so you might just say, no, they're not emotionally deep at all. They're just surface level. You know, never want to have a conversation about feelings ever. So typically my people who watch me are for females, and what man wants to talk about feelings? Hardly ever, right? The dragon. Let's see if they want to talk about feelings. How about that? Let's see if they come to a point where they get emotionally mature enough to understand that they have to be somewhat vulnerable if they want anything to occur between you. Because I have a feeling that you're at a point where you're not interested in taking hints or reading in between the lines, coming in the side door, or waiting around. So we do have, again, the dragon, and we also have this black egg. Now, you'll notice at the top, there's two little symbols, right? That's the ethers. And of course, with our whale's energy, that is water. The upside down triangle is water. What's going on with them? Perhaps it is the fact that they are coming to the realization that your dynamic is something that was sort of meant to be, even if they're not like a highly spiritual person and wouldn't typically use the word karmic or soulmate or something like that. They're probably sitting back and wondering, why does this bitch keep cycling about my life all the time? Why do they keep coming back? How is this happening? You know, not that you're probably chasing them or whatever, but they keep running and running and running and running and running from this dynamic, but it just keeps back, keeps coming back, you know, and they're, why? King of Cups. Now, I want you to look at this picture, even if you don't read cards, or even if you do read cards. Throw away whatever you think about the King of Cups for a minute and just look at the imagery, okay? He's in thought. He's thinking, right? Yeah, we'll take in consideration that it is water, so he's thinking about emotions and stuff, right? But I don't think it's a 1 foot in, 1 foot out, so to speak. I want to get more, of course, but I like that he's coming in as a king and not a page. Are you calling me Brian D? Oh, hi. But we also have the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what's he thinking about? He's thinking about offering you something that's very tangible, something that you can really count on. It is a commitment of some sort. All right. Now, maybe it is that He's feeling like all right, I don't want to beat up your person, but he might be feeling like it's a lot of work. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. He's going through. What is he going through here? King of Swords, King of Cups. Again, both mature energies. This is all about communication. It's all about mental energy, thoughts. Doesn't really like to put out his feelings, but does have them. Also, there's a huge shield around the heart of the King of Swords that he really does not like to open up and reveal. Okay. And oftentimes I feel like it's a defense mechanism, and this person, your person, I think they have some trust issues going on, which a lot of people do. But when it specifically comes to you, so do you give mixed signals? I mean, you could. Maybe you don't realize you are. Hallelujah. Yay. The Nine of Cups. So we got a little wish fulfillment going on here. Eureka. It's happiness. It's feels like finally, right? Again, even if you don't read cards, just look at the imagery. Read the energy of it. Okay? I'll help explain some of it, which needs to come into the reading, of course. But, there's a reason why I chose this deck of cards out of the, 25 decks I have. I like the Ace of Pentacles here, too, because it suggests that this person's going to put in some work. The hands are dirty. It's harvest time. I feel like there's a lot of roots coming off that pentacle. So it's been a long time coming. As I said in the beginning, it's like, why is this person cycling back into my life? Physically, right? Not just in their head. They don't just think about you. Somehow, some way, you keep re-emerging. Okay. The universe has been trying to get the soulmate peoples on the same page for quite some time. I don't like to place blame, but if your running shoes fit, then good to see you, Dee, by the way. There is no Brian here. At least not that I know. But okay. Maybe you're trying to manifest up a Brian into the chat. Taurus energy. Your person, what are they up to? They ever going to do anything? Well, we've got this wolf's energy here that is the symbol for Earth, which is Taurus, Capricorn. And why did I just draw a blank? Virgo. Virgo season is upon us, right? Pretty much. All right, so I was drawn to the bottom of the deck here, the Ten of Pentacles. They're dealing with family stuff. This person has been working on their financial stability, and there's some family stuff going on. Hi, Rosa. I'm getting something about community. Maybe, the lone wolf, okay? that's besides the point. That's getting very detailed in the, general reading. So, whoa, here's that Leo King, King of Wands, Magician, and the Four of Cups. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. All right, so I'm going to give you a little of the backstory. So I'm just getting this person, more than likely has got the coulda, woulda, shouldas, because they do think about you in a way that is it's positive, it's happy, it's family. Okay. And you are somebody that they probably could have built with, whether that's a family, whether it's a home, whether it's just, a relationship, Um, with the Magician, it's like, can we do it now? Can we do it now? Problem I have, Taurus, is this person doesn't like to wait. King of Wands. Yeah, they don't. They don't like to wait. Gotta have it their way. Let's see. I want to look at this Magician quickly and see what they want to build with you. Oh, they want to get nudie in the garden. That's what this person wants to do, and they want to do it quick. Okay. At the same time, though, it's like, how long has it been? So maybe they feel like, you don't want a complete help. All right. Even if you've been with them before, it's like, oh, well, no, I don't know. What should I do? There's plans going on here in this person's head. I just feel like, yeah, they're cooking something up, your person. Even though they have doubt, it's like not going to stop them. Stop them from what? Well, stop them from communicating, at least that, at least that. Well, they've been taking a freaking nap. Four of Swords. And I'm going to try and not be naughty today, but it might be a little difficult. They're healing. This person's healing from something here. And, I started off saying something to do with family. So there could be like a family situation going on with them, without getting too deep in it. But maybe they're laying back in their Four of Swords nap position and realizing that the reason why they are alone and not with you is because of conditioning, and maybe because of their family, something to do with their family. Yeah. Well, where does conditioning come from, So we've got purpose. I did it on purpose, Taurus. No. I know what I'm here to do. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so they're coming forward with a purpose. They have woken up. Wow. Taurus, that's really awesome, actually. It's good for your connection, right? This person finally becoming aware of your dynamic. And yeah, they're still coulda, woulda, shoulda, sorta, sitting in the garden, not really doing too much. It's a little bit of a pity party going on. Again, when this person decides that they're going to re-emerge, because I don't think you're speaking to them at all. When they re-emerge, I just think that it goes very quickly, or that's what they would like anyway. I mean, you decide what you want to do with that. Okay. To my mind, I don't think that you would have a problem having a conversation with them. Otherwise, why are you here listening? I do think that they are a fragile soul as well. They're fragile. They have to gain some sort of courage to come into contact with you, and I do think it's very. Hopefully, it's not texty, and even if it is texty, it moves forward to something that's more tangible. You can hear the vibration in their voice. You can get a little excited and all of the above. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, girls, right? Right. All right, Gemini. It's like put in some freaking effort, man. You know? Gemini. Gemini. We want to do a fly on the wall about your person here, a person on your mind, and we have abundance. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality, it says. Are you trying to do that right now? I think everybody should. But it takes action too. You can't just sit around hoping, wishing, praying, and it takes action, some kind of action. We want to know about love. We want to talk about money. Money will come. You know what I mean? If you're doing something you're passionate about, I do think that. The deer's energy. What's your person up to? They ever gonna do anything? We have here this dolphin's energy. So, all right, when I say they ever gonna do anything, I'm putting the onus on them because I'm just sort of going on the premise that it's probably the balls in their court, and that you more than likely have done everything that you probably can within reason, you know. You can't really beat down their door. You sent out the signal, not in the fifth dimension, on the third dimension, okay? And it's up to them now. That's the premise I'm going on. So, I mean, if you've just been sitting around for the last 20 years, never showing any sort of interest or offering a kindness or whatever, then it's just kind of stalemate city. But this dolphin's energy is like, it's extremely playful, It's giving me the catch the hint vibes, Can you see the little dots around this dolphin's energy? It's like the dolphin. I mean, it's kind of like telepathic communication, and I'm hoping. Hold on, let's get some chow. But it's almost like I hope that your person isn't solely relying on telepathic communication. That whole, oh, you should have caught the hint. I put it out there, but you never picked it up. But I know I didn't. I wasn't very forthcoming, very vague. Well, Tarot Destroyer, it's been quite some time since I've seen you. They've come a long way. Technology has come a long way, dear. Maybe you need to find some time to, research that a little better, put in an order, and stock up on batteries and leave me the hell alone. But thank you for your comment. Your engagement is more than welcome. Knight of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. See, this would be like the type of person you want to like give a time out to. The Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Gemini, I apologize for the rude interruption. But I just think that for some of you guys, your person here is relying on that like telepathic communication almost. You know, people do have that with each other, certain people. Certain dynamics, right? Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles suggests that you know each other fairly well. You've been around the block with them a couple of times, more than likely. Very slow moving energy to get to a spot where you can feel good, right? With them, they feel like home to you. This person feels like home to you. So it's like you'll wait and they might even know it. Yeah, so they're having you wait. That's what they're up to right now. They're having you wait. The Three of Swords. Yeah, because there's a lot of pain associated with this dynamic. When they think about you in this dynamic moving forward, there is pain associated, and more than likely they understand that they put you in Three of Swords. Could be third party situation. You know, that would cause this. And it's been how long now? You know, so perhaps they're hoping that you've sort of stitched your heart back together. Also, they could be a little shocked or like deer in the headlights that you had such a feeling for them. So if you don't love somebody, you can't really, I mean, look at this person. I mean, Kurt Cobain in pain, right? This person's in pain. Okay, Tarot Destroyer. Bye. Now I can get back to the reading. So even though you were in pain over this, okay, you're probably healing from it, right? I don't know how long it's been. The Four of Cups. Coulda, woulda, shouldas. Damn. Okay, so let's, and I apologize, Gemini. I'm going to go a little extra because of the troll. And I already knew the trolls were going to come in. That's why I kind of wanted to have them kicked out. All right. So what do we got here? We've got a person who thinks that you should, or you are able to pick up on their vibe, telepathically communicate with them. It's a close connection with this person, but I do think that they put you in Three of Swords. I think they hurt your heart this bad. Okay, just look at the imagery. They did that, and they were not aware that they were able to do that. They didn't know that they would have that effect on you, or that they did have that effect on you, because you decided that you don't need anybody and fuck them. I can do everything on my own, and you were not vulnerable. No, I'm not putting the blame on you as why they walked away. I'm not doing that. Knight of Pentacles. They did. Look at the imagery. However, they left something behind. They left something behind, and it's like they want to come back and see if they can put it back together again. It's what they want to do. This is a toughie right here. A tough relationship. You know, they don't know how you will receive them. Are you going to put up your walls, your defense mechanisms, put a huge shield over your heart because they have ripped it in two about a million times? You know what I mean? So they don't know. They don't know. But I think that they are smart enough to figure out that, hey, let's give it a whirl. 8 of Wands. You know, this is communication. This is communication, 8 of Wands. And it happens pretty much out of the blue. The Tower. It might cause a little disruption for you, but for a minute, I feel like. I do think, though, too, they don't know how you'll receive them, but at the end of the day, I think that they know that they can be playful and fun, and as long as the communication moves somewhere, right, they'll be happy with it. It's a little selfish, I think. The energy of this person or connection can come off a little selfish. It's like they want to make themselves feel better about their shitty behavior. So hopefully, whatever they've got to say, they don't leave a lot up for interpretation. Because you can go there, right? Ooh, the Cancerians. Okay, I'm putting it out there again. I'm going to actually light some Palo Santo to just clear the energy from that loser. I gave that person a really good suggestion, didn't I? Once I'm done with the signs, all the zodiac signs, and we fly through the zodiac, if you have a personal question that you want answered today here on the live, I will do that. And it's going to require a donation because, I mean, you know, you tip the waiter, you tip your friendly neighborhood psychic. I love Palo Santo. Truth be told, I could never stand. I don't like sage. I don't like it. Oh, Debbie, you missed a really interesting troll person. My lipstick's on my cup. All right. So, Here we go. I'm getting blood in the moon, blood in the moon. What's that all about? A little practical magic reference. Yeah, a little nervous about what's to come. Oh, you got trouble coming? Oh, no. But it's not bad trouble, right? Hopefully. Happiness. Has anybody seen Practical Magic 2, the sequel? I know Sacrilege. This is like one of my favorite movies. I haven't even seen it yet. Maybe I'll take some time to do that. Oh, just says, I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. Okay. We want to look at your person and like where they are on their path. Maybe they're usually a negative Nancy. I don't know. No offense, Nancy. I mean, heaven. You are just, well, you'll have to report back and let me know if it was worth it. Oftentimes the sequels are not, kind of ruins. But I would love to see it. Okay. So, Cancerian people, your person on your mind, and all of these animal spirits want to come out, so we're going to show them to you. First of all, we've got this Phoenix energy, which we always like to see that. I hope your person isn't, like I was just saying, like a negative, like a naturally negative. All right, hold on. The tarantula, the lamb, and the crocodile. So, first of all, I think that your person will reemerge back into your life, okay? They will. They are, excuse me, they are fragile. I think this person's sort of fragile. That is fire energy, though. And even though they are in a fragile state, I don't really think it stops them. And what they're doing is they're observing you from a distance somehow before they come in, and they're going to be cute as a lamb. I think they did something pretty nasty, Westy, to you. Well, they burnt this dynamic down to the ground. You only get this Phoenix energy when somebody has to totally come from the ashes, right? Yeah, it feels like they're tiptoeing back around. Hold on. Let's get some more here. I don't like the tiptoe effect. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right? But it just feels super slow. Like, I mean, worse than a snail's pace. Oh, we've got our friend here. Not our friend, but yeah, I mean, it's double energy, it's toxic energy. Are they obsessed with you? Or obsessed about coming back to see how things are going with you? Or, maybe that's what it is. They're obsessively watching somehow. I mean, if this is like a social media watching, they're not actually getting in their vehicle and doing a drive-by or whatever. It's like they're doing it quite often. you know? Yeah. And it could, well, why would they do that? Well, maybe it's because they want to see if you were somebody else. The Emperor. The Emperor. Good Lord. Let's get some more. This person's stubborn. I mean, the Emperor's not only about control, right? They do have a little bit of a heart there. They don't want to be embarrassed or come around and find out that you're with somebody else, that you reject them. You know, the Nine of Cups just fell onto the table. I mean, again, that's what the slowness is all about. Is there you go. Their pride and ego, the Nine of Cups. This is a card of overindulgence, my friends. Yeah, it's wish fulfillment, happiness, and all that jazz, but I mean, it's overindulgence, and so is this. Okay? So what? It might take them to, yeah, get some liquid courage. So what? I mean, just as long as they don't start trying to talk to you all sloshed, but that might actually be a good thing sometimes too. It depends on your person. Okay, let's get another one. I mean, so that's what they're up to. They're sitting on their beanbag chair trying to figure out if they should come forward. Yeah, they would be happy. This is happiness. Okay? It would make them happy to do it. But for some messed up reason, they are fragile about it. Probably not in other areas of their life, but when it comes to you in this dynamic, they are fragile. Coulda, woulda, shouldas. Maybe they don't want to talk to you about what happened between you guys. They just want to start over and get on the rainbow. 10 of Cups. Lovey-dovey. All lovey-dovey. Yeah. So I don't know if that's what you would allow them to do. I mean, do you not want to have a conversation about why the hell they've been running from you forever and a day? I mean, just a little. Just a little bit. Oh, let's see. You know what? Let's see where they want to go from here, though. I know they want to jump right back on the rainbow with you. I know they want 10 of Cups love with you. We want to know, though, right, if it's going to be like a lasting thing, or are they going to turn right around and burn it down again? Because who wants that? I mean, they get satisfaction out of it, but where does that leave you, right? It leaves you coming back and listening to me. I'm joking. It leaves confusion, heartache, pain. Self-esteem goes down the you know what? That's the 10 of Swords. Okay, so the 10s are the end in tarot. But she's still standing there alone. Trixie. I would be, look, it's going to be different for everybody. That's the Magician. I mean, listen. See, we got the 10 of Swords, but we also have this. I cut the deck. I got the 2 of Cups. So this is union. It's togetherness. And for some of you guys, it is truly the end of this painful cycle you've got going on with them. You know, the choice is yours, of course, if you want to speak with this person. let them back in because of all the destruction that they had caused, you know. But again, to my mind, if you're prepared and you know what can happen, you want to play with a little fire scarecrow. Could be fun. Up to you. Everybody's different. Live on the edge. That's what they want to do. But they're fragile inside too. So although you would never know, they definitely keep secrets. And that's the problem, right? They keep everything hidden. And so you can't react or proceed properly without knowing where they're at. Because, yeah, more of that. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you. End of the day, it's always going to be your choice and decision what you want to do, you know. I would never tell somebody, you know, you should wait around. You should wait forever and ever and ever. You know, put your life on hold for somebody who can't make a decision, whether if they like you or they don't, or, you know, if they are too chicken to do anything about this, you know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't tell you that. Leo, acceptance and love, abundance. So 3 of them wanted to, excuse me, 3 of them wanted to come out, Leo. Fly on the wall for your person. What do they want with you? Some of them just want you to accept their love. Well, obviously, the love card. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Yeah, somebody's taking and looking at the situation from where it is, you know. Not focusing in on the negative, but being at peace and accepting the way things are. And also more than likely working on their money. So we've got this story that's been going on with Leo in my channel for quite some time. And having to do with like a Leo soap opera, really. It's kind of like someone who is afraid to reach out. Somebody's waiting for Leo. The tables have not turned. Maybe it is that, you know, it's your balls in your court, so to speak. But I do think it's out of respect. And I think, you know, you can only beat a dead horse so many times, right? So maybe a person is sick of beating a dead horse and they need a little something from you. A little budge. Hell, your birthday just went by, Leo. Did somebody reach out to you and at least give you a birthday congratulations? Salutations from over here, you know? And you're just like, yeah, thanks, bye. I mean, you see what I'm getting at? Mm-hmm. Now, hopefully you're not like, well, they got to reach out again. They got to, you know. Won't happen. I don't think it will happen. Not in the Leo soap opera. And whoever is attracted to this channel, whoever comes in here, the story's been pretty much the same. So, the fire ant. Okay. Well, maybe your person is dealing with a lot of other people right now. So you've got this fire energy, you've got this horse's energy. Um, yeah, I mean, it could just be that they're busy right here. Yeah, with their abundance. Somebody's working on money and trying to manifest stability in their life. And they're accepting this love situation for what it is right now. Now, even if this is your soulmate, your twin flame, this is somebody that is really, I want to say, dissecting. Mm, yeah, dissecting this relationship, this dynamic, because I don't think it's a relationship at all. Um, Not one that's here now. You see what I mean? It's certainly a dynamic. You've got a lone wolf, so it's somebody that's just, oh man, you are a stubborn creature there, Leo, and I think this person would almost need you to open up. Wow, the devil and the emperor. Well, this person is absolutely obsessed with you, Leo. You, I mean, it is what it is. And the emperor, but at the same token, they are. I, this guy isn't really going far, right? He's like, let's wait and see. It's a wait and see. So you can let this fall flat on its face if you want to. Why are the same cards coming out? You see me shuffling them, don't you? Yeah. You got the magician here. You have 3 major arcana. I think the universe has probably been trying to put this connection back together for a while. And one of you, I'm not going to blame you, Leos. You know how much I love you guys. I'm not blaming you at all. There's got to be fault on both sides. Overindulgence. So if this person might get some courage, liquid courage. How you must love that. It's tough because, again, I think for the majority of you guys, we have the same old situation with a person who loves you to pieces. They are totally obsessed with you. They think you're the best thing since sliced bread. However, they are feeling much like a pincushion and they don't know what you will do. If they reached out, right? In a real way, even. I mean, happy birthdays, that's not really like opening up, right? But it is sending a little bit of a green light. Anyway, so maybe your person is one that is having you read in between the lines too. Stubborn person. Both of you. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. So fly on the wall is they are more than likely dealing with a lot of people. But there are not many of those ants in the inner circle. You see what I mean? So they could have a lot of acquaintances or, somewhat friends or whatever, but they're a lone wolf. So if you think this person is with somebody, I don't think they are. I think that they're totally infatuated with you. it's a lusty energy as well. So they probably want to lay you down too. So all of the things is just at a stalemate because you're both stubborn asses and nobody's moving. And so now what? You know, do you want the aliens to come pluck you out of your house and pluck your person out and stick you, in the same room to have a conversation? Because that's what it feels like it would take. Although there is some wiggle room there, as I said, and it's going to be different for everybody. Hey, and again, your birthday just went by, right? So maybe somebody did reach out to you. That was probably a lifeline and you didn't even realize it. Oh, they're just saying happy birthday because it happens to be my birthday. No, they probably waited all damn year to say that, hoping that you would continue the conversation, which may or may not have happened. Come on, Leo, you're smarter than that. Beautiful, gorgeous Leos. He did give you a happy birthday. Oh, you saw the fire ants, right, crystals? I don't want to give somebody an excuse, honey. A couple of weeks to not message you back, that's kind of rude. In a way. Unless he's very demanding. Maybe there's like a very high demand for your person's attention. Oh, it's 9:00. So if anybody wants to get the personal question done, you can go ahead and excuse me. Somebody told me not to drink tea on the lives because it does something to your throat. I can drink coffee and it doesn't do that. All right, paste. So they were right. Anyways, back to business. If you want to get a personal question answered, you can go ahead, do a donation. And I will answer it after Virgo because I know, at least for D, she probably has to go. I can kind of hear her telling me to hurry up. But I love that. And I apologize, Leo. It's feels like I'm beating you up time after time, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't change the Leo soap opera because trust me, if I could, honey, I would. I know, D. I know most of you guys kind of. You do know that I I have a certain set of skills. How about that? All right, so the Virgo. We're gonna go Virgo and then I'll do it. Okay, Dean? And for anybody else who's not D, if you want that personal question, you can go ahead and I'll. It fell off, so I'll just go ahead and. I'll post it again. I hate it when songs come into my head. Because I don't know the name of it. It's a Dido song. Oh no, Virgo. I should just throw this one in the trash. Failure. Okay. This is the soul's journey deck. Failure, it says. But you got to read the bottom. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah. Virgos typically need to hear that. Okay. Just because Virgos can tend to be very hard on themselves. And it's because they try and be perfect all of the time. All of the time. Everything has to go in order and to plan. And they need to have a time. And, when are you going to do this? When is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? What color shirt am I going to wear? And, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's crazy town. I live with one too. Yeah, so I know. Let one thing go not to plan, and it's almost a meltdown. Almost a meltdown, right? But Virgos can always fix it. The Bear and the Frog. The Bear and the Frog. So it seems to me as though there's somebody who is really protective over you here. And I don't want to be corny, but that frog, right, they're going through some sort of a cleansing here, and they're ready to leap. This frog's going to leap. This frog will take a leap. Surprisingly enough, I feel like too, because this one here is pretty stubborn, right? That bears energy, but the reason why, in part, I think that they are leaping toward you is because of the protectiveness here. And dare I say it, they are seeing you as someone who can be a bit naive, even though you're probably not. They could think that you are just because maybe you don't speak, everything that's going on in your head all the time, or, for instance. So they think that you're a little naive about something. I'm saying something, I'm covering my bases here, so don't beat me up, Virgos. Yeah, you have somebody who's coming toward you who is sort of mama bear. But it's not that you're naive about them. You're naive. They think you're naive about something you're about to do, or about something that they think you're about to do. Seven of Pentacles. God, I hope they don't think you're gonna fall back into some trap, like that the Jar of Hearts song that just came floating through. Did you ever hear that one? Seven of Pentacles here. This is my muffin man. He thought he was a man, but he was a muffin. Yeah. There's roots here. I mean, it seems to me as though that this person's ready to harvest. I know this one's going sideways real fast. All right. They want to harvest your goodies, so be ready. Oh, Lord. Yeah, because it's taken such a long time. Oops. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Forever. This one. Okay. Well, Virgo, I had to grow all these pentacles and then I had to harvest them. Then I had to, find a horse and I put the pentacles in my backpack. Then they fell out and then blah, blah, blah. You know, it's an excuse machine, this person, but it's like they want it's an excuse machine person who is hoping that you will just accept whatever they say and be cool with it. So essentially, they're just going to try and blow sunshine up your ass. You've got here the Eight of Wands, and it is communication. This person does want to move forward with you, and I'm just also getting that you ever have somebody sort of lie to you because they think that it's protecting you in some way, and they're just hoping that you'll glaze over and just be like, oh, you're just so handsome, it's okay, I don't care what Jezebel you've been having fun with and giving your love to. That's fine, It's okay that you ran away from me for some skank or some pen pal across the ocean. That's fine. All they need is forgiveness. They don't need to be a whore. Okay. Knight of Wands. Okay. So you got somebody who's just like cooking up all of this stupidity, and they say something, so technically, can we move on? But it's extreme, it's very vague, it's very, if you're good with a simple apology, right? Page of Wands, Page of Cups. It's an apology, right? And it comes with love here. They want to choose you this time. They know. The Nine of Cups. Look, this person knows that he needs to choose the red one. He's been choosing the golden ones for however long. Okay. He knows he's got to choose the red one if he wants actual, real, unconditional love. Other than that, you can, your person can go ahead and be with Jezebels. Yeah. The truth. Ace of Swords. Hold on here. So while they were cooking all that up, right? I think it just comes to a point where you're like, okay, more. Can we have some more information here? And finally, they just really do get to the truth of the matter. Whether you accept that or not is entirely up to you. But I think, to err is human, to forgive is divine. So if you do have unconditional love for this person, it will be probably pretty easy to forgive them and give them a hug. This person needs a hug. Who doesn't want a bear hug, right? Also, first card out. What happens if they say, well, I'm very sorry, I apologize, I fucked up, and I've learned from my mistake. Whatever they say. I think it would be funny to hear whatever they cook up, because it's like, in another sense too, it's like you already know. you already know. You already know the truth, right? It's kind of like when you ask your kids, what happened to that bag of cookies? What happened to all of those? The cat ate them. Yeah, it's cute. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I'm in a forgiving mood. To err is human, to forgive is divine. Remember that. And then go watch your favorite series on the Netflix or whatever. Oh, I was supposed to do. Oh, I'm sorry, Libra. Somebody remember Libra, please. I want to put this up for um, the awesome lady who I think her name begins with Queen also. She keeps putting up the timestamps for me um, in the comments after. And if you are watching me, which she probably won't, I'm going to have to thank her in the comments or whatever. I just think that's super nice. And I very, very much appreciate her for doing that. All right, Miss D. Debbie and Effa, if you stick around till the next break, I'll do an energy exchange with you. Bye, crystals. Have a good one, dear. Don't worry about that person. I mean, stuff does happen, though, so don't. I know it's easier said than done, right? I know it's hard. Oh Lord, you bought him something? Did you buy him a bag? What was he? Oh, a bag, a tampon, and what else was you to give him? What else did I suggest? Um, I think it was a paper bag. At least it wasn't a plastic bag. You give him a paper bag, a tampon, and there was one other thing that you were supposed to give him. And I'm joking, of course. People out there who was like clutching their pearls. How dare you give Jimmy a tampon? Okay, what do we want to know? Oh, they got him. They got him everywhere. They got him everywhere. All right, what was his thing? All right, how did he take it? Oh, good Lord. I hope this don't come back to bite you. What's your second question too, by the way? Does it have anything to do with him? The wolf. Oh, you made other people wish him a happy birthday as well? Oh no. I think that's cute. The wolf. The Two of Swords. I know, hon. I know what you mean. The Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Maybe it took his blinders off. The Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. I know. Ten of Cups is all about the love. Okay. Yeah, Cypress. Libra's coming right up after I do a couple personal questions, and then I'll get right to Libra. It's emotional wish fulfillment too, right? It's a real good feeling, you know. Yeah, it took his blinders off about something here. She's, this girl is letting the crows take the blinders off. Oh, maybe you melted his little heart. But I also think there's two ways. Like I said, it's like, yeah, it's really touching and kind and all of these things. And I do think that it gave him, a good, happy feeling. Hold on. Let's look at this Knight of Swords for a minute, because it's almost like all of that stuff I just said, but then it's like, oh, wait a minute. It's like he's second guessing it. What an ass. Yeah, like, oh, she sent me something for my birthday. Oh, she gave me something for my birthday. Oh, I'm getting special attention. It really makes me happy. It makes me feel good, right? Oh, she better not think she's gonna love me. This guy needs help. It's like he comes in the next day and is like, yeah, that gift card, yeah, I mean, it was to the wrong place. I mean, you can't just be like happy and like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna kill this guy, honestly. The Sun. He's so two ways. It's almost like he won't allow himself to feel warmth and kindness. I mean, it's normal to be wished a happy birthday and given something. Yeah, you're just trying to be nice. But, even like sometimes I find if I'm kind to somebody, they take it as though I'm hitting on them or I want to fuck them or like, sorry for the word, but you know what I mean? They just take it wrong. It's like, no, I was being nice. That's just like thinking somebody's handsome. Does not mean you want to, right? But anyway. So this is what I got for you, Derry. I think that it was a good thing. I think it was a good thing. I do think that it was appreciated. But I also think he's overthinking it. You know what I mean? It's a touchy thing with this person. Does he celebrate birthdays? Yeah, look at honey. He's overthinking it. He's overthinking it. And maybe he's right to overthink it, because even though it was a kind, nice thing and you wanted to be kind and nice to him and make him feel good on his birthday, you remembered and all that stuff. Part of you wants to, open some doors, right? And receive the good old, you know what? I know I'm being naughty, but yeah, he's in his head about it. So what? It's like, accept a gift. Oh, I know, my love. Yeah, I know. But I think, I don't think he's dumb. It's like he's not dumb, and it's like, he's thinking about it. You might have sparked some stuff going on there. I mean, at least I think you accomplished your goal of making him feel good. Does he hate that? I think he catches himself liking something or having an emotional feeling, or and wants to shut it down. It's like he enjoys suffering. I want to get more into him anyways. You invoke the love, okay? Look, I don't know if it's like he ever had any type of someone care for him. I don't know how to even explain it. It's just overthinking it. He's overthinking it. It's like, oh, what do I got to do now? Now I got to figure out when her birthday is and then go get her a gift card that's just as much as the one that she got for me, but maybe $5 over. So then it. Oh, he had a long-term relationship, partnership that ended a couple of years ago. Okay. Eight of Swords. He's probably thinking about being with you. This person knows that you like him. This Leo Jimmy of yours knows that you like him like that. I mean, you would have to be a fool to not know that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with, extending a birthday salutation and a gift even. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Overthinking it to the hilt, though. Wow. Eureka. Wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. You want to know if he's with somebody? I don't think he's with somebody. I think he's thinking about you. I don't think he's with somebody. You've got the Hanged Man here. And the 8 of Pentacles. And that's the work card, right? He's a mental midget. Seriously. No, he's not. He's not. He's not. 3 of Cups and the Page of Cups. I think that past person probably had some damage that they did, but I don't think it's a no, it's not. She's like moldy bread. You know what I mean? She's coming in moldy bread, D. Three of Cups and the Page of Cups. Yeah, it's time to move on. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from his energy. You know what I mean? Like, what's the use of keeping the moldy bread around? You know what I mean? Celebration energy. You guys probably get together, but I feel like he wants to do it in a group setting for some fucked up reason. Oh, can't be alone. Let's invite the friends. Yeah, because you set his head on fire. You're driving him crazy. How about that? I don't think it's because of another person why he is doing absolutely everything he can to avoid intimacy. I don't think it's because of another person. I think it's because I am. Maybe he has some sexual hangups or something like that, and he's just afraid that it's coming to my mind. So I have to tell you that. Maybe he's out of practice. Maybe he forgot how. I don't know. But there is, yeah, it's like he wants somebody around, like friends around. I don't know. Does he need a witness or something? I'm actually serious though. Oh my God. You guys are going to be next month. Be prepared. Hopefully he does what a man's supposed to do, I guess. Just take that with a grain of salt. Man's supposed to do, you know. I mean, you're not going to jump on him. Okay. You got it. Yeah, let me know. I'll do that reading you put on hold. I'm pretty sure I could probably get it done tomorrow as well, D. Libras now. D, I want to get it. Listen, I might just do it tonight. We'll see how I feel when I get off of from here. I might. I'm curious, even myself, to know. Okay, Libra. Boy. Well, don't rush. D, don't rush. I might not even do it tonight, so don't. I don't need you mad at me. I'm always afraid people are gonna be mad at me. Oh. So, we've got Libra, the card of fear and imagination. I know. Fear. It says at the bottom here, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. All right. Someone's afraid to love. Somebody's afraid to love. or maybe you are. Imagination. I'm sorry because my eyes are going kooky here. I actually do have glasses that I use to read with. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. All right, so what we've got going on here, Libra, is somebody, and this could even be you, is really trying to do like mind over matter, you know. You don't mind, it don't matter. Interesting, because it's almost like I just don't understand the whole fear behind, extending love to somebody, you know. Someone's really trying, really trying to get into that headspace of giving and also receiving love. So, it's not very hard to give love to somebody, but sometimes it's difficult to receive it. I'm just speaking personally, okay? So sometimes it's hard to receive it. Not hard to give it. And somebody's doing a lot of daydreaming. The unicorn, the crow. Someone is sorry with the itchy nose. Someone's hanging on to your energy like crazy. Someone's hanging on to it. The turtle and the elephant as well. They don't know what to do here, this person. It's like this person really wants to be with you. Really wants to. Does a lot of daydreaming and night dreaming. But it's almost like they don't know what to do. Like literally they don't know what to do. So they get in their head and afraid in this golden egg here. Oh, this person's I don't want to say a mess because it's sort of sweet actually, but they don't even want to pipe up and speak and talk about it with you. Which I think would solve a lot of issue here because you're probably somebody that can be spoken to. Even if they're not ready for a specific reason, and something that will just take time to deal with. And let's see. So more than likely what it is they think they know how you will react. And it's probably wrong. Oh, Libra just wants, I know Libra loves me. I know that Libra would like to have me in their life. But there's something going on here that I can't quite give my all to it right now. So, what do I do? Let me think about it for a while. The Four of Swords. This person wants to heal a relationship. They want to heal this. I don't think you're with this person. I don't. But I do think that Spirit keeps this connection. This person needs a lot of healing from something. Well, you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. And also the Three of Swords. Oh, what did I say? Three of Swords, yes. And I think it's your person's heart that got busted up. Now, I don't know if it was you that did it, Libra. I don't think you guys are a bunch of angels, okay? Just saying. You guys can be a little flighty and flip floppy. Six of Cups, it's somebody who is, it's a past life connection. Yeah. And they are very nostalgic about you guys, about this, about you. The nostalgic. Somebody from your distant past. The wheel here. They want to cycle back around. Of course. They are stubborn. They could be a fixed sign. You're not a fixed sign. The fixed signs are Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. I mean, they have a great deal of love for you, but look at this guy right here, the headache guy, the Five of Swords. They want union. It's back and forth, back and forth. They think that you're going to chop their head off. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords will chop your head off, but she'll listen. Look at her. She's in contemplation. She has a heart. I think, honestly, I feel like you broke this person's heart. Whether you know it or not, maybe they broke your heart too. Maybe it was a tit for tat. Well, if you're going to break my heart, then I'm going to break your heart. There's no communication here. That's what's going on. There was no communication. It was somebody trying to figure things out without actually asking the person. Yep. And it just ended up fizzling. And now here we are, however many years, months, weeks, whatever later, and this person's still thinking about this. Also, time is of the essence. I do think that with the situation, and they probably know it too, because Libra is going to jump right onto somebody or something else. And look at this, the moon. They're afraid of it. The moon, that's partly what they're afraid of. You jumping on somebody else. Look at this guy right here, the Knight of Cups, who actually comes with flowers, who actually comes with, love, picnic, wine, a letter. Even if he can't say it in words, he writes a letter, right? And, have some flowers. Well, I thought you didn't like flowers, Libra. Everybody likes fucking flowers. Every fucking buddy does. Oh, flowers die. So that's why I didn't buy you flowers, because, they just die. What an asshole excuse that is. And I've heard that one before. They just die anyway. It's like, well, that's all right. No worries. Scorpio. It's interesting though. It's like, why are all these people so afraid? Oh, look at, I'm shuffling and look at the bottom. Courage. It's not, if you know somebody, right? So clearly, these people, you know them, because that's the gist of the read, right? The person on your mind, you know them. So what is the deal with having, being afraid to conversate, at least just a little bit? I mean, you can tell if somebody doesn't want to talk to you right off. You know, as soon as you answer the phone, it's like, what the fuck you want? Where's my flowers? You know, I don't know. People are strange when you are a stranger, right? Good old Jimmy Morrison. Jimmy this, Jimmy that, Jimmy's everywhere. All right, Scorpio. What is up, Scorpio? My freaky fellow. I was going to say a profanity and I decided not to. Come on. I'll pick it if I have to. Oh, thank you so much. Denial. Well, somebody is in the land of denial here. That's right. Denial is not just a river in Egypt. Let's have fun, right? Keep things lighthearted. Acknowledge my fear, more fear. But I place it with the insight of awareness. Oh, wow. So this is a little tricksy. It says denial, but looks like somebody is actually aware. More fear. Everybody's a chicken bird for some reason. I mean, even technically, if you rip their or attempted to rip their heart out, you know, they can come with a shield or prepared. I don't know. All right. What's up with your person here? Little fly on the wall for you guys. The owl. Okay. Somebody's being kept up at night about this. Yep. Somebody's so nervous and afraid they're being kept up at night. This person has discovered something. This person is aware. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Soulmate energy right here. The owl and the swan. Somebody's freaked out because they are now aware. You guys are, you know, twin flames, if you want to say that. Twin flames, soulmates. Okay. I do think they're freaked out too, by the way. Well, just more than likely because they don't even know what it is. Okay. Most people don't even know what a true twin flame is. So. Yeah, you guys are soulmates. That's what it is. Yeah, the king of fire. Your person's aware that they are the king of fire, who happens to be a complete Burger King. Gotta have it their way, right? Yeah. They are aware that they ran from you. They're aware that they're still holding a torch for you. They are aware that you bring them happiness and love, unconditional love that anybody would want. So why, yeah, they're probably thinking, why am I a dumbass? They probably too have said to themselves several times, oh, if I could just have somebody who was loyal and who's going to love me and we could build together and have a future and all of these things. And there you're sitting right there. You're sitting right next to them on the freaking rainbow of life, right? Hello, remember me? Oh, did you forget about the Queen of Pentacles? Oh, baby mama drama. Could be. They thought somebody else was it, though. I don't know why. And it's you. Queen of Cups, bottom of the deck. Hands thrown up in the air. This is water. Your water energy, Scorpio. Hands up in the air. Rihanna said it in a song several times, right? There is somebody else in the picture. The Queen of Pentacles. It could be their actual mother, because Queen of Pentacles is it's a maternal energy here. Okay, so for whatever reason, okay, this maternal energy did come in between this dynamic in some way, shape, or form. But Mr. King of Wands has to grow up at some point, especially if this person wants to have the unconditional love that the Queen of Cups brings. I want somebody who's loyal, who's kind, who's, considerate, who will build with me, who'll shovel the driveway, whatever, take in the paper. I don't freaking know. Split up the duties or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Equality. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. They're aware. Scorpio, this person is aware that they had all of those things in you. But they decided to listen to whoever this jackass is. They are influenced by a toxic feminine energy. Your person is influenced by them. So, well, hallelujah. At least they're aware. They're aware. We want to know if they're ever going to do anything, and all of these cards fell out on the table. Well, the Ace of Cups is sitting here, so I mean, it's love that you can't really keep a lid on. It overflows, the Hierophant. So they are being advised by somebody. And listen, they get advice from this asshole too, right? This so-and-so, male or female. It's a female on the card. Hey, maybe it's their bestie that, doesn't want them to be with anybody because they can't, it'll be less hanging out time. You know how many times I've seen that happen? The best friend decides that they're going to call you no good and a whole lot of trouble, just to screw up the dynamic for a variety of different reasons. Whatever. Maybe the friend wants you and doesn't want your person to have you. A little jealousy in a roundabout way. Seen that happen too. They'll screw it up. Anyway. They got a better person they're listening to. Okay. Two of Cups, the Hierophant. It's a trusted advisor. I mean, hell, maybe they went to a counselor and the counselor was like, what is your freaking problem? Somebody opened this person's eyes. Oh, are they watching you? Are they spying on you? Page of Swords. Yeah, they're probably spying on you and they're like, oh no, if I don't do something, more than likely my person, because they think that you're their person too, because I already said that they've discovered your soulmates, right? My soulmate is actually going to go be with somebody else because they're sick of waiting for me to speak. It's not that difficult. It's a conversation. I think you have it. I think you have a conversation. I think your person is actually humbled in some way. Now, perhaps it is just that they were, believing whoever this is. Because, I mean, let's not beat up your person here. Because, you know, if it was their best friend or somebody close, it had to have been that was saying all this stuff, gossiping about you in a bad way to keep you guys apart. Because, in fact, they were the ones that were jealous for some reason, right? I mean, they trusted them and they discovered that they were wrong. There's a lot of relationships. People are falling off of your path. Um, sorry, in the soulmate dynamic, I just think that there's a lot of people, they fall off your path. That opens up the door for this new beginning to start over again for the gazillionth time. You know, ask for protection. I mean, you can't keep ripping your heart open, and you don't have to be with your soulmate. I mean, it's not a requirement. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's easier not to be because, I mean, they're challenging relationships to have. Yeah, just it's true. It's really fear is not something to just joke about, and I'm just making light of it, but it is something that's debilitating for some people. Turns into that, to grief, because they simply just don't do anything. Pray for pray for him. Why wouldn't you anyways, right? The best thing to do is just be at peace with it. Nothing is worth, your sanity. You know what I mean? This person is driving you cuckoo cuckoo. It's time to figure out a way to be at peace with whatever array of bullshit that he wants to throw at you. Okay. Sagittarians. A lot of people don't like to admit they're wrong. Also, so I mean, just the fact that if he stops forward or has a conversation with you, reaches out, whatever, it's kind of like admitting that he was wrong. And a lot of, especially men, they don't like to do that. So I'm sorry is another one that's difficult. I'm sorry goes a long way, doesn't it? Okay. Sagittarius. You didn't love in vain, though. I will say that. Love is never in vain. Even if they don't receive it, or accept it. It doesn't it's not in vain. Somebody needed to hear that. Yeah, it's a difficult decade. Damn good. Success, Sag. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Well, somebody's getting sentimental on you. I don't know if Sagittarius likes sentimental. Yep, you've got success card here. Let's see. Oh my God. The deer and the freaking lizard again. I think you had the same combination the last time, if I'm not mistaken. I think you did. Actually, I don't know why I remember it, but I think you did. Oh, I think somebody. Hold on. Your person here. Hold on. The dragonfly, too. This person's getting messages. That's why I keep saying, hold on, hold on, hold on. Is because this person's getting messages from the other side. And they're like this, like a deer in the headlights, because this person has no, they probably can't see in the spirit world. For sure, many people can't, but don't even consider spirituality at all. I'm not talking about religion. That's a whole different thing. Okay. You can be spiritual and believe in Jesus and the angels and you know what I mean? So anyway, that said, someone's been receiving messages about you. Well, your person has been receiving messages about you. Okay. Now, it could be in form of a dream, And it's really messed up. I mentioned Jesus, and so many people fell through the hole in the floor. Oh, didn't you know? I've got a direct line to Archangel Michael. Oh, there goes another one. The Hierophant. Ten of Swords. Your person's been in pain. Yep. A lot of it. Yeah. I mean, maybe physical pain. I don't know, but I do think mental, emotional anguish, actually. Hierophant, huh? Your person's learning a lot of lessons here. That success card, no greater goal than to love. And look at he's laughing his ass off here, the Hierophant. Your person's going through a spiritual I would say upheaval, ascension, and hopefully you guys have all been through one or two or three or so more than that. It's not all love and light and lollipops. It's more like you receive the fuzzy end of the lollipop. Okay. It can be painful, very painful. Fortunately you do live through it. Yeah, that's what's going on with your person here. They're on the back end of a spiritual awakening, upheaval, ascension. Okay, that's the death card. It's death and rebirth. I mean, come on. Yeah, and they're seeing things in a much, much different way here now, and that includes love. Little 10 of cups at the bottom of the deck, and here they come. The Chariot. Wow, this person's gonna put some horsepower behind that Chariot there and get moving toward love, toward real love that you hold for them. no matter what your circumstances. Yeah, this person knows they've been going too slow. The Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah, I mean, look at this. The Ten of Wands, they're struggling. This whole thing's been a burden for them. They probably have been asking for some insight, like praying, meditating, praying, whatever. And then they just, it cracked open a whole flood of information, downloads, from the other side, because they asked about your dynamic. That's what happened. And Spirit took them on a wild ride. Yeah. Wow. I don't know what they suggest, but I do think that this is the conversation that's long overdue. And that's the beauty of it. It's a collaboration with your soulmate to figure out, okay, this has happened to me. They want to share that experience with you, whatever it may be. Yeah. Yeah, this happened to me. Do you have any ideas on that, bitch? Oh, man. Tell me what happened. I would love to know. That would be great. Capricorn. Oh my goodness, it's 10:10 right now. 10:10, girls. This damn fear card. It keeps coming up. Stop being afraid. I understand having nerves, though, obviously. Anxiety, not knowing what to say, all of that kind of thing. But that's not fear. You're not actually afraid of your person. And no, I don't suggest and think that everybody should be contacting their person if we'll just say if it's their turn. You know what I mean? Like if you've already made it very clear, even more clear than you think. Like you're clear times 100, right? Because sometimes people think they make things clear and they don't. If you reached out to this person 7 times and they're not, you know what I mean? It's their turn, I guess you want to say. You catch my drift. Being at peace with this type of a situation is like the best thing you can even do, though. So no matter what they do, you've got your sanity intact. Patience. Although everybody loves that word. Patience, Capricorn, just have more patience and gratitude. We always love to make a gratitude list. Well, sometimes you just gotta sit back and be like, okay, things are okay, right? I'm gonna be fine. No matter what they do, I'm gonna be fine. And maybe they just need a little patience. Guns N' Roses made a song about that. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Yeah, you can't do anything about it, friends. And trust me, my moon is Capricorn, so do you think I like to hear that word patience? And typically I am a very patient person, but not with certain people. Gratitude, of course, we know. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So chill out. You'll have opportunity. Um, Not just any old opportunity. No. We're talking about your love, the love of your life, the person on your mind. You know, and then I'm going to get in the comment section. I don't love anybody. He is a piece of shit. He can, you know, eat his way across the lawn. I'm still never going to. It's like, that says way more about you than, you know, that's the oyster, the spider, and the snake. Well, it's time to bring it home. You know, I think this person, just give them some time, have some patience, and the gratitude, you know, and going along with the fear factor that we've been talking about for the other signs, just like really understanding that this person had to, you know, do whatever it is they needed to do to overcome the fear, to open up, have some conversation. This is my interweb card half the time. So this could be a message that comes to you through that, you know, internet, you know, but they have something that they want to share with you. The pearl of wisdom, and the wisdom, well, the wisdom that you gain is whatever the fuck they've been holding on to. Yeah, they've been holding on to it. It's complicated, right? Or at least they would think it's complicated, but I'm quite sure you can keep up. And more than likely, you already know half of whatever they're going to say. Oh, Capricorn, I've been married. Wow. You have a human contract with somebody who's a loser, right? Who didn't really love you. Yeah. Okay. Happens all the time. 9 of Swords. Anxiety. Up at night. What is with these people? We really need to put out some good vibes to put out some healing energy for your person. You know, the Page of Cups. And don't even tell me that you don't want to. I can't be bothered. I mean, obviously, if you can't help the person that's in your heart with anything, then maybe you should rethink. You know what I'm saying? The Justice card. Maybe they just want to bring justice to the situation here. I mean, did you have sleepless nights? More than likely. Yeah. Cuckoo. You went cuckoo. The moon. Or fear. Yeah, I know. So much fear. The moon. But we do have success. Okay? Success. Success is on the other side of fear. I don't know if you ever heard that. It's like it's like jumping, bungee jumping or whatever. It's kind of like you get that jump in your heart before you just. So you got somebody taking some sort of a leap of faith towards you, Capricorn. Don't be a stubborn person and listen to this person, because look, they're coming in humble. They're coming with a little bit of an apology here. And I just feel like you kick them in the crotch, to be honest with you. But again, you don't have to listen. It's like maybe they contact you. Let's have a coffee. Oh, can we meet here? Can we meet there? Neutral place, whatever. And you don't show up. That'll show them. How many times have they flaked on me? Oh, do what you want. Kick them in the crotch. I don't care. Screw their father. I don't care. That would be messed up, though, huh? Can you imagine that? You see him on Thanksgiving. It's like, I'm with Daddy now. Oh, that would be bad. You would meet up. I know. Yeah, I mean, that would be a welcome thing, even if it is just a conversation. I mean, you like this person for a reason. Dare I say, love them for a reason. Motorcycle at 10:30 at night. More stalls. I guess nobody liked that, huh? Everybody's falling through the floor. Aquarius. I was going to say, somebody in one of my comments on Facebook said, "Are you drunk?" It's like, bitch, no. I've only been talking straight for 3 hours. You try and talk for 3 hours straight and tell me if you don't get a little punchy. I'm fine. All right, Aquarians. Whoa, exploding. Uh-oh. Surrender. Surrender? I highly doubt it. Self-esteem. Well, it says, I can release my need to control. That's the surrender card. Not that you're trapped in a cookie fortune cookie making factory somewhere. Okay. I wonder if that's you or your person, Aquarius. Aquarius, a control freak? Oh no, not Aquarius. Yeah, we are. A little bit. If you're being honest, you would agree. Self-esteem. I possess. What the hell does it say? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay. Self-esteem. So somebody has knocked you down. I'm not talking about me. I just happen to be an Aquarius. I'm not reading for myself. I don't do that. I don't read for myself ever. Oh, hardly ever. I can't say ever, because there are times I'll pull a card or two. Somebody's knocked you down. So what's up with this control? I mean, I just think that's a no-brainer anyways. About loosening up a little bit. If things don't go your way, and not freaking out about it, and not getting in your head about it, and not letting it, screw with your self-esteem. Okay. Somebody didn't do something when you thought that they should, and that totally crushed you, or not totally crushed you, but at least, you took a hit to your self-esteem, maybe. Maybe you think somebody doesn't like you because they didn't, maybe, I don't know, text you right away, the spider. or maybe they didn't get right back to you in a, appropriate amount of time to which you deem it appropriate. You know what I mean? Okay. Something's just saying, chill out. You've got here this black egg energy. Something's healing. Yeah. Spirit is actually healing this dynamic. You've got the ethers up there. That's the spirit, the symbol for spirit at the top. And this is earth energy there. The reason why this person is not in contact with you, or something's not going the way that you think it should, or even it would be normal for you to think it should go in a certain manner, right? But it's just not. So you're thinking, well, this person just must hate me. This person just don't like me. I'm too ugly. I'm too fat. I'm too something. I'm too something. They don't like me. They lied to me or whatever. But there's something going on with them. Maybe they're in the loony bin. Hyena. That's fire energy. The phoenix. And also the dragon. I mean, look at all of these energies that are spirit. All of them. It's like your connection is getting a reboot. Your connection is getting a reboot, and it is brought to you by spirit. What did I say? I just got done saying about the dragonfly. This is spirit messages. So I don't know if you're actually getting signs from the other side. Maybe you are, and you're like, yeah, that's bullshit. I don't know. Some people do think it's, but you can't think it's bullshit if you see the same sign 40 times in one day. Someone is re-emerging like the phoenix, watching you like a dragon. Yeah, I think watching him. Yeah. And something they're going through. Something needs to be healed here. The black egg. Three of Pentacles. That's a rebuilding energy, the Three of Pentacles, after a tower. So look at this. The Nine of Swords. Well, somebody has anxiety about coming around to you. Yeah. The Emperor and the Empress. That's true twin flame energy. Right there. Yeah. And the Five of Pentacles. Somebody has a lot of regret. Now, it's a very powerful connection you got going on here with someone. And one of you fucked it up big time. And maybe both of you did. You can't place a blame on just one person, I don't think. Anyway, seems to me as though they gain balance. They gain balance, and there's an opportunity to rebuild this and work with this person. Internet energy. So it could be they message you. via the internet. You set their head on fire. Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords. I told you that they're spying on you. And the King of Swords. This is your energy here, Aquarius, King of Swords. I just think it could go either way. You really need to think about this before you speak to this individual. And I will say they probably contact you or arrive in your life somehow. I don't think they show up. I mean, that would just be fucked up. Or it would be rude if they just showed up, Yeah. So whatever this is, it took, it gave you a major hit to your self-esteem, and you're probably building it back up. So when this person does resurrect themselves back up into your life, you may be tempted to shut them out. But just think about it before you do. Because if you are being honest with yourself, you probably love them. No, I don't love them. Yes, you do, Aquarius. You can lie, but I know. And I'm doing this because I'm having an ocular migraine right now, and all I can see is those rainbow circles. But we will get through Pisces. Oh, I freaking hate it when this happens. Hold on. Probably means I should wear my reading glasses, huh? When I'm trying to read stuff. Oh, I don't want to show it to you. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Remember that song by Cinderella? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Kiefer, that's his name, Kiefer Sutherland. He's got an interesting voice, and I do like it. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay. So I guess you need to trust your intuition. Because maybe somebody walked out of your life and you have this feeling that it's not forever, or it could be hope. I mean, hope can be a pretty powerful thing. That's why I think that people should have hope. I mean, anything is possible, technically, right? Sorry about my itchy nose. Anything is possible, technically. So why not have hope? Either that, or you can just suck on the fuzzy end of the lollipop and, cry about it. The butterfly and then the otter. Because trust me, if you cry enough about it, it's like, ugh. There's transformation energy, of course, with the butterfly. And somebody's on the outside looking in. Okay. So I think you were right. If you do resonate with what I said about the grief there, you lost something, you lost somebody or something, you know what I mean? This person turned their back in some fashion. But I don't think they stay gone. And your inner voice is telling you. Now, if your inner voice is saying, give up hope, and being very negative, then it's technically not your inner voice. It's technically not. And I will not talk about all that stuff right now. However, yeah, you got to be a realist. But again, how do you know that this person is never going to come back around to your life? Hope. And plus, you don't know. And you've got the Judgment. That's resurrection energy. That's coming back from whence they came. This person, even though you probably thought that it was a dead done deal, not true. Not true. How many people know what the Judgment card looks like? It's Archangel Gabriel tooting his horn at people who are coming up out of what looks like to be coffins, okay? So, hence why I said that, yeah, this person's being resurrected. But they probably come back a little different. They come back different for reasons that are going to be different for everybody. But the Seven of Cups is here. And what's interesting to me about the Seven of Cups right now is you might have somebody new in your life or about to pop in, but you're not quite sure because your inner voice is telling you not to, you know what I mean? Like, well, maybe I shouldn't, just in case. Yeah, I mean, this person's coming back around, okay? But I don't think that you should put your life on hold just because somebody may, turn around and be a butterfly for you, even though they're probably extremely cute and all of that, but it could just be that they want to apologies and tell you I chose wrong. The Lovers. It was a test. Tests and choices. Yep. I don't think you should put your life on hold for anyone. No. Yeah, they walked away, but they left a little flame in that bowl, right? So then they can come back and see if it's still lit by the time they decide to come out of their cocoon. So you've got a situation here where they are coming back. It just feels really selfish, because I do think you got other options. Yep. Okay. All right, Effa and Debbie, I will do the energy exchange with you, but I still have this ocular migraine, so it's not going to be a very long one. It can quick, yeah. Just a quickie. They're all supposed to be quickies, right? But like a real quickie. I'm sorry for the I don't usually get these when I'm online, like when I'm doing lives, but I do get them. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to have to catch you next time then, because I can't sit here any longer, because I feel really stupid squinting. I'm just checking my PayPal, make sure nobody's okay.